Let's look at this problem. Alex and Felicia each have cats as pets. Alex buys cat food in the cylindrical cans that are 6 cm in diameter and 12 cm high. Felicia buys cat food in cylindrical cans that are 12 cm in diameter and 6 cm high. The diameter and the height of their cylindrical cans basically just swap, right? And the question is, what is the ratio of the volume one of Alex's cans to the volume one of Felicia's cans? So that's basically the volume, the ratio of the volume of two different cylindrical cans. Good. So this problem is fairly verbose. However, the concepts behind the problem is quite simple. It's very straightforward. It's about solid geometry. And we have two cylinders, and we want to calculate their volume. Okay, for a general cylinder, what's the formula to calculate its volume? So this is a general cylinder, right? And the formula to calculate its volume is this. It's basically the area of the base, the area of its base times the height. And we know that the shape of its base is a circle, right, with a radius. Therefore, we know that the area of this circle is pi times r squared times h. That is our formula to calculate the volume of a cylinder. And then the rest of the problem is just about some basic calculation. Since we are to calculate ratios, so be careful. Sometimes the problem is set up a trap. They may swap the objects, and you have to be careful. The ratio is what to what. So in our case, the ratio is Alex's cylindrical can. Therefore, the ratio is, let's call that V of Alex, right? And to the volume of Felicia, let's call that V of F. Okay, so let's plug in this formula. For Alex's cylinder, we have the volume equals pi times r squared. That is basically a half of the diameter, so half of 6 squared, and then times 12, which is the height. And for the cylinder of Felicia, that is pi times, because for Felicia the diameter is 12 cm, so that's 12 divided by 2, and then square, and then times 6, which is the height. It's a little bit shorter than Alex's cylindrical can. So what should we do next? Certainly we can cancel out these pi's. And how do we deal with these fractions, the 6 over 2 and the 12 over 2? So normally, you don't have to do the calculation. You can just simply times 4 and times 4 to cancel out those two squares. Therefore, the top simply equals 6 squared times 12, and the bottom is 12 squared times 6. Let's do the cancellation. There are a lot of common factors. So 12 squared cancels with this 12, and the 6 cancels with this 6 squared, and then 6 cancels with 12 again. So we have a 2 on the bottom left. So that is a half. Therefore, the final answer is 1 to 2. That's B. B is our choice. If you like this video, please give a like and subscribe the channel. If you have questions, please leave a comment.